Well guys, I am back with the update video that you guys requested. Thank you so much for watching last week's episode and leaving me lots of comments down below, letting me know that you guys would like to see the update. So last video we had an epic fail. We tried installing the original unit that came with our system into the dash, into the bigger screen. Of course it didn't work because it was designed for dual screen. So now we've ordered the proper model number, and here's a good look at both of them. They pretty much look exactly the same. I don't see any differences with any of the plugs or anything. They are identical. But when you turn them around and you look at the tag, like in last week's video I talked about, you had a DNNS 117, which ends with the VC650 over here. And the original one for the dual screen, it ends in a VC600, and it's a DNNS 118. One of you guys also commented, I think it was the model number, it's like VC850 or VC950 in the comments down below. And I looked for one of those. I couldn't find one, but I guess the difference between that and the older 2223, the 950 or the 850 series is 2024 plus or newer. And that has wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. So rather than having to plug the USB in from your phone to get all those features to work, it does it wirelessly. So if you guys are going to upgrade, I'll make sure I link that stuff down below for the exact information, but that'd be a way to go. Those will probably be a lot harder to find because there will be a lot less of them on the market. So anyway, we've got the car apart. Let's get this in. The new one is all wired up, guys. We are good to go. Fingers crossed that this works. There wasn't a lot of information that I saw, so I'm hoping that this solves the problem from what everybody's commented down below. And from the research I've done, this should work. Moment of truth, guys, before we put it back together. There we go, it works. Comes up like it's supposed to. Nice. Hell yeah. So with that little pink plug that was behind the dash there, I thought potentially that was for maybe like a speaker wire. So I disconnected the speaker from up here to see if the wires matched up, and they don't. This has some different type of wiring, and fine tucked in here was for this little sensor. It's like in the front for like the nighttime and stuff. But other than that, I couldn't find anything. So we're gonna put this back together. If you guys know any information on the center speaker, how I can add it, drop it in the comment down below, because that's something I'd like to do. If I could add a little bit more imaging up front, I think it'd be cool to just throw another one of these dash speakers just right here in the center, because it will fit. So it'd be kind of cool to have it there. Got these little black hooks on this side. You'd have to slide in kind of first, and then they kind of come over like that, and then this whole piece just clicks right in. This last one, it's a little easier if you take the rubber trim kind of out of the way to get it back in. That kind of gets stuck, and you can just put the rubber trim back in. There we go, guys. Let's go turn on the car. Yes, we want to enable Apple CarPlay. Allow. Okay, so everything should theoretically work. Screen definitely has much higher resolution, looks way better. You guys will have to let me know I think the VC600 sounds like it has more power than the VC650, the newer one, has more power for this system than the one that I originally had. You guys will have to let me know. I don't know, to me it seems like it goes a little bit louder. Maybe it's just all in my head, but it does work. He had 1915, so I'm just going to leave that mileage on there and go with that. Yeah, the screen's definitely nicer. Definitely more of a premium feel. Clock 3/20/25. This is the version information for the software, the firmware that's running in here. So I'm going to do some research on that, and this is kind of for my reference. I can look up those model numbers when I'm editing this video and update it if I need to. I'm really hoping all these sensors and stuff work for water temp and oil temp. Let's start it up. Let's check the reverse. Reverse works. Trajectory, everything works. I've got some stuff up here that wasn't there before either, like that mileage, that MPG plus minus. I'd never seen that gauge before, so that must be something new with the Premium, with the way it integrates. That's weird, that plus minus. So I have to mess around with that. I'm averaging 31 miles a gallon. I always do pretty good. Okay, good. So look, this is what I was curious. Is I wanted the oil temp. This is one of the big reasons that I did the upgrade on this, not only for just something that was going to make the interior feel a little bit nicer and more premium, but after speaking with Jeff Perrin and kind of talking to him about the things that I monitor with my Accessport, he said I need to be monitoring fine knock, lean, and feedback knock, and this DAM, the Dynamic Advanced Multi, whatever, I'm not sure exactly what that stands for. But by doing so, I took off like my oil temperature, my water temp, and kind of those things there. So that was kind of my big reason for doing that, is I wanted to upgrade this to where I can kind of monitor that as well as monitor these other instruments for my tuning. And yeah, so I'm glad it all works. So if you guys were curious, if you're thinking, okay, I wanted to upgrade my base screen and go premium, I was wondering if all these functions would work in the first video, and now we know that they do. So we've got the water temp, we've got the oil temp, we've got our average speed, all the buttons work, on, off, AC, you got your fan speed up and down, which this is way cooler than going in the menu of the old one. You guys know that's kind of tedious. Recirc, still got to go into the menu for some of that stuff, the recirc, max AC. The secondary HVAC controls don't work for the secondary zone, so I'm not sure what's different with the Premium. There must be some other type of wiring, or maybe there's like another motor installed on that side that's not integrated into this side for that to work. But it is plug and play, guys. If you guys were thinking of doing it, I hope this video helped you. Leave me some comments down below, let me know what you think. The screen is glossy and it does look cool. The only negative I would say is the glare. So you definitely get more glare on this finish of screen versus the base model is more of like a matte finish. So this does get a little bit of glare, but it works and it looks cool. I plan on tinting the windows anyway, even with like a sun visor tint. So once I do that, it shouldn't bother me as much, but something just to, you know, kind of be aware of, guys. one thing too, if you guys go with the wireless CarPlay or Apple Auto option, was it the VC950, the newest one for 2024 plus. The thing that's cool with that is, yeah, you can do it wirelessly. Personally, I don't think that's a feature that I'd ever want, because I like to plug my phone in when I'm driving, and that way it can charge. That's something that I do every time anyway. So to spend more money on the upper end model, to me, I don't think it's necessary. I think just the VC650 would probably be the best value. But you guys let me know, what do you think? Leave me a comment. And as far as pricing on these guys, the two pieces cost me a total of $610, including tax and shipping. The larger infotainment screen, originally I ordered that. I thought that it came with the head unit attached to it. It did not. I reached out to that seller, and he was actually really cool. He let me know that he already had sold it, and he offered me a full refund. This is on eBay, and I was like, no, it's no problem. I'll just purchase my own item myself. I found the other unit, ordered it, and I'll have them linked in the description down below if you guys are looking to do like an interior update for 600 bucks. I think this is definitely worth it. I'll have a link in the description for kind of everything you need to put your system together to upgrade it, including model numbers and all that. If you guys haven't seen a bunch of the other WRX videos I've done, I've got over 100 videos on the channel. If this is your first video you watch, check some of those out. We've done everything from modifications to car audio to interior leather, brake kit, suspension, all kinds of bolt-on performance parts. So we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.